Is this about Adesina or in competition with Queen Naomi? Ooni of Ife asked Olori Tobi as she begs, allegedly. My people, wonder shall never end. According to the information wey we dey hear right now, they said Olori TikTok have decided to humble herself. They say she humbled herself to the core and went to Kabiyesi to go and kneel down and beg Kabiyesi. According to the information, they said she went to Kabiyesi, telling Kabiyesi that Kabiyesi, please, I want to beg you for this one favor. And Kabiyesi said, okay, go ahead. And she told Kabiyesi that few months ago, there was a time Kabiyesi called, summoned all of them, and begged them to please support him to bring back Queen Naomi into the palace so that his son, Prince Tadenikawo, will grow before him, that it is somehow for a prince whose father is still healthy and strong like him to be raised by another man out there. That is what they said Kabiyesi told the Olories. And he did it to get their support so that they will stop fighting Queen Naomi's return, but instead help him to make sure that Queen Naomi returns back to the palace. And after begging them like this, they said it was only Dr. Elizabeth who told Kabiyesi that he doesn't have to worry about anything, that she is going to give her full support and make sure that Queen Naomi returns back to the palace. It was only Dr. Elizabeth, they said, that said this to Kabiyesi when Kabiyesi told them that he really want his son to grow before him, you know. So they said that period, Igbi said that they are not fighting her from returning back. That the only thing is that they cannot leave her husband's house for their husband's house for her. That is what they said. Igbi said. Blo Blo said, how can a royalty leave the palace for a commoner? That is what they said. Blo Blo said then. They all said one thing or the other. That the only person, including this Olori TikTok, she said her own then, that nobody is stopping anybody, but there is no how anybody will leave the palace for her, you know. So, but Olori TikTok is trying to pick a point from that thing that Kabiyesi told them months ago, that they should please allow Queen Naomi, they should please help him to bring back Queen Naomi into the palace so that his son will grow before him under his tutelage, that he wants to partake, he wants to be the one to raise his son for future references, because you know that in Ogunwusi family, not just Ogunwusi, these four ruling houses in Ile-Ife kingdom, that any male child that is born into these families, that they prepare them to be kings, because their way of choosing kings is not by because my father is a king, I will be the next king. No. But your father is the last king, it might also reach you if the gods chooses you. And that is the reason why they prepared their male children for kingship. You know that Queen Naomi did not come from a royal home. Yes, even though God had made her royalty. She cannot raise Kabiyesi in that manner which the Ogunwusi family will she cannot raise Prince Tadenikawo, you know, the way Kabiyesi would have raised him as a king from royal background, who knows the do's and don'ts, who knows the threats that should be inculcated into Tadenikawo. So this is one of the reasons he really wants Tade to grow before him, you know. So now, Olori TikTok is coming to tell Kabiyesi, does it mean that you don't like Adesina? That Adesina is your son. And the reason why I want Adesina to be in this palace, so that he will grow under your tutelage, the same way you would want Tadenikawo to grow under your tutelage. You know, that it is unfair. And when Adesina grow, he will not be happy hearing that his father put him outside the palace when he was still too small, instead of being around him. And that was when they said, Kabiyesi asked him, this place that you are going to stay, is it Ile-Ife? Is it Akure? No. Is it Okitikpata? No. Is it not my house? How am I putting my son out there for another person to raise him? That is what they said. Kabiyesi asked Olori TikTok, who is trying to compare the situation of Queen Naomi being with Tadenikawo in Akure and her staying in the Olori quarters right there in Ile-Ife where Kabiyesi is in charge. Oh. The Kabiyesi told her that, I want to ask you a question, and that question is, this your fight to stay back in the palace, are you sure it is for Adesina, or because you have made yourself to be in competition with Queen Naomi, who is not even competing with you? Because the truth is that Queen Naomi is not competing with you. And even if Queen Naomi decides to compete with you, you will not be in this palace right now. Because Queen Naomi is the person who gave her full support to bring you back into this palace. Something that none of these other Olories did. Instead, they were trying to make sure that you did not return back. But Queen Naomi made sure. Queen Naomi was the one who told me, because she find out how unhappy that I was that you are out there. Then she encouraged me to go and bring you and the children back. Now I have done that. Yet you want to go into competition with Queen Naomi. Then you are going to remain unhappy if you want to continue with that attitude, because it is not going to favor you. It is not going to favor you because one is that Queen Naomi is here, right in my heart, and you cannot change that fact. I married you because I love you, yes, but you cannot compare the love I have for you with that of Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo. And they say she started crying, saying that Kabiyesi did not love her and her twins. It's all about Queen Naomi this, Queen Naomi that, Prince Tadenikawo this, Prince Tadenikawo that. So it's okay for Prince Tadenikawo to be raised by the king, but it's not okay for her own son to be raised by king. Why would Tadenikawo be inside the palace and Adesina will be outside? Are they not brothers? That Kabiyesi is bringing discrimination among his children. Yeah? Kabiyesi was like, now you are talking. I know it's not all about Adesina. It's about your competition with Queen Naomi. You want to tell Queen Naomi that she cannot be the only one that will stay in the palace, right? And you all know that Queen Naomi have made it clear that it's either you leave or she will not come back. So your mission is just to make sure that she did not come back. But sorry, because it's not going to work. The Kabiyesi gave it to her the way she never expected. And initially, Kabiyesi was being kind of polite, trying to let her know that there is no gain in competition, that she's going to remain unhappy because of this unhealthy competition that she is putting up. But Queen Naomi does not even have her own time. And if she really wants to be happy in this marriage, she should take away competition, especially competing with Queen Naomi, because it's going to do her more bad than good. That is how they say she started crying. I want to remind you that these are all alleged information. They are not first-hand information. Always bear that in mind. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share my video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.